Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new video here on the channel. On today's video, I will be going over Bitcoin and Ethereum, and currently I am seeing a very interesting chart that does indicate right here that we're going to be moving up exponentially in the coming few weeks ahead of ourselves. And of course, the lower and higher time frames are giving all kinds of confirmations that this market could start to reverse from off the coming few hours ahead of ourselves. So make sure to watch this video till the end. If you do want to be finding out of it, make sure to invest your time in yourself to, of course, get some knowledge here about the market. Investing in yourself is the best thing to do, and let's jump right away in towards the content. So let me start off here with Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, Bitcoin has been coming down pretty much exponentially. It has been coming down very quickly, and over the course of the last few hours, Bitcoin has been starting to form a very interesting structure. It has been, of course, like you can see, coming down after that bear flag breakdown here. What you can see, of course, I've been warning you guys for a bear flag breakdown. We got that bear flag breakdown. Only the interesting part about this structure we're currently creating is that Bitcoin has indeed formed that lower low on that market, but at the same time we are forming a significant higher low on the RSI. This is of course a typical bullish divergence on the market, and a bullish divergence does indicate a trend could start to get reversed. As well, we're going to enable the MACD, and if I'm going to quickly only enable the moving averages, we can also clearly see we are forming a significant higher low on the MACD, and that is currently indicating we are seeing here a bullish divergence, and this is basically a trend identification, and this is a trend reversal signal, and that is also the thing I'm currently opting for. We're seeing a major bullish divergence on the 1 hour, and that of course gives the strength to Bitcoin right here. But to make this story even stronger, if we're going to look at the 4-hourly time frame, Bitcoin is even giving us another confirmation. The confirmation we're getting on the 4-hourly time frame is also, of course, this lower low we're currently getting generated together with the higher low in the RSI. So it's not only the 1 hour time frame that's currently giving a bullish divergence, no, it is also the 4-hourly time frame. What is currently indicating we are probably going to be moving up in that exponential way towards the upside, and basically reverse this trend back up towards higher regions. And the regions I will be aiming for are definitely around that $45,000 region, what basically was previous support and what right now could be providing some resistance. At the same time, Bitcoin is forming a very interesting structure, because if we're going to look at the structure Bitcoin is currently creating, we can start to see one of the most craziest reversal patterns is getting created. We are forming this downward sloping support line, and at the same time, we are forming this very significant downward sloping trend line indeed. And the reason why I think we can start to be a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin is because this pattern, this is a falling wedge pattern. What is a typical bullish bias breakout pattern, what we could be trading on the market, is about to be breaking out here. And more importantly, it is forming a bullish divergence in a falling wedge. What is an extreme bullish signal for market reversal. So yes, this is a major opportunity we are seeing in the market. What I've been doing, I've been accumulating more positions, I've been accumulating more Bitcoin in spot, I've been accumulating more Ethereum especially, because yes, I do think that Ethereum is really going to lead the way in towards Q2 2022 here. So we are forming a significant reversal signal here with this regular bullish divergence, and of course a typical reversal pattern. And more importantly, we came from an uptrend. We are forming a reversal pattern towards the upside again from this minor downtrend. This is a beautiful structure we're looking at. And to give you guys even another confirmation, if we're going to look at the daily time frame, Bitcoin is doing something very interesting, right? If we're enabling the RSI, we can see that Bitcoin is currently forming a lower low here on the RSI, while the price action has been forming a higher low. What is this? This is, of course, another bullish divergence. So while we already have seen several bullish divergences on this market, we are getting another confirmation on the daily time frame. So basically bringing it up towards the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame for Bitcoin, creating a bullish divergence. For me, it is of course a pretty significant signal that the market strength could start to reverse any minute from now on. And if we're as well going to compare this previous market reversal toward this market reversal towards the previous one, we do know here we as well breached through, formed a higher high, formed a higher low, we moved up. What did we do over here? We formed a higher high, we formed a high over here, we formed a higher high afterwards, and right now what are we doing? We are forming another higher low. We are moving in an uptrend, and that is of course very important to recognize. If you are moving in an uptrend, you have to find a higher low, you have to find that low at some point, and that is what we're currently doing. We are forming a new low in the market, and I don't really believe we are going to fall much further. And we are seeing right now, of course, a lot of panic going across in the market. Then, of course, looking at my big reversal signal, guys, look at this. This is also a huge, first of all, take in consideration how the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame in general are looking. And then I'm going to give you guys some previous price action and previous market reversal analysis. Here in the summer of 2021, we moved up approximately 48%, and that followed by a 12% drop off before moving further up in that uptrend. Right now, in this reversal, in the period of 2022, January, we have seen a 47% increasement. So it was only 1% off in terms of the previous increasement we saw in the market. And then at the same time, we have been seeing right now a 12.5% decreasement. So the last time around, we moved down 12.7%. So we are once again extremely close with these numbers. So the last time around, while we reversed, we moved down 12.7%, right now 12.5%. And if we're going to take this into account, I think this market can start to reverse very quickly, because this is usually how a higher low is getting formed, with a 12.5% reversal towards the downside before moving up further on. So yeah, this is a pretty bullish signal, and the last time this happened, Bitcoin moved up in approximately 85% off towards in the following approximately 80 or 60 days ahead of itself. So this is indeed a very big signal for Bitcoin to watch right here. As well, in the weekly time frame, we do know, and if I'm quickly going to remove that EMA ribbon, we do know we are seeing right now this retest of this previous W on the weekly time frame. We are retesting it, and I would love to see the Bitcoin weekly time frame close a little bit higher, but for me, it's not really the period to become so bearish over here, since we are seeing that major opportunity occur on the market. Then, not on charts related at all, I want to of course, talk a little bit about some on-chain data. And talking about on-chain data, guys, I've got a very interesting metrics for you guys out there. Currently, we are looking at the total percent of supply less active 1+ year ago. So basically, the higher this bar goes here, it means the more percent of the total supply is not being active for 1+ year. So of course, here you can see on this peak here on August 2020, we've seen that approximately 62% of the total supply was older than 1 year. And of course, what we do know, if the supply is not getting touched for 1 year or longer, the chance of you are going to sell on a sideways market is very small. And right now, what is very interesting, there came a lot of new wallets in towards the market in this previous bull run we got in 2021. And what we also seen is that a lot of old wallets became active again. But very interestingly, we are rising again. And of course, the numbers of the total people that are actually holding their Bitcoin 1+ year is increasing massively. We're seeing a huge amount of hodlers entering the market. People that are not really here to sell are entering this market. And that is, of course, a very bullish signal. And usually, the bottoms are getting formed by a very low long supply percentage, basically. And this is, of course, a very big signal that the market could start to reverse massively again. We're just hit a new all-time high in terms of the total supply 1+ year or older, and that is pretty interesting to see. And I personally think there is about to be a massive rally. And the last time we were basically spiking so high in the total supply less active 1+ year ago, we, of course, moved up more than $50,000 within a year from that point. So I personally am very bullish, and that was, of course, a 500% increasement. And I personally think, once again, right now, we are seeing a massive opportunity across this market, because we are seeing the huge amount of total supply not really touching their Bitcoins. And it is very likely for these people right here to not really sell your Bitcoin, because the longer you are going to hold your Bitcoin, the less likely it is that you're going to sell it. And that's very interesting. Then at the same time, we're looking at the funding rates, and we can still see negative funding rates across the border, especially on token margin. We are seeing a lot of negative funding rates. So still, people are very bearish across this market, and that is making it very interesting. We've gotten a higher short ratio on the past 24 hours. We've seen, of course, a 200 million liquidation over the past 24 hours as well, mainly long positions. That is, of course, pretty unfortunate, but there could be, of course, a very big possibility for a squeeze back towards the upside. Right now, in Bybit, I'm still looking for accumulating longer and newer positions. I've been accumulating some positions on Bybit already, especially in this region between the 43,000 and the 42,000 US dollars. I think it's a very good position to build up swing trade entries. And right now we are very close at these stages where we can start to be bouncing very heavily for this market. So I'm definitely looking forward towards what we're going to get here. And I definitely look forward towards where this market could be bringing us towards. Hopefully Bitcoin can start to be bouncing here. And if we do bounce, we're probably going to be bouncing back very strongly. If you're interested in swing trading or trading markets in general, make sure to check out the link in the description, because if you do use the link in the description to sign up on Bybit, you will be getting a 4,800 US dollars deposit bonus. And that's definitely very valuable to use. As well, looking at Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, look at how strongly it bounced off this previous high on the market. In February 2022, we created this previous high on the market on Ethereum against Bitcoin. And basically, we retested that level. And we came back very strong here. We retested and we came back very strong. Currently, out of anticipation, I personally think Ethereum is going to take more territory out of Bitcoin in the coming months. Since, yeah, the merge is going to come up anytime soon. And it's basically the proof of stake solution Ethereum is coming up with, and that is of course very interesting to see. So I personally expect more hype to come to Ethereum. I think the smart investors are already accumulating more and more Ethereum, and right now there's more hype coming towards the chart, and that is also going to result in more positive price action. So right now Ethereum is still holding up this region between the 3,200, but as soon as Bitcoin does go exponential, I think Ethereum is going to follow twice as hard, and that will be once again result in more altcoins to follow twice as hard. So investing in altcoins right now could be extremely profitable. I think it's a very good decision to look at some altcoins, to invest in them a little bit here, and to lock them up here for a longer period of time. And I think you could be making some very good gains from it. So yeah, guys, this was already it for today's update video. Make sure to check out my Twitter, Telegram, and of course my Instagram in the link in the description. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It will be absolutely lovely to like the video as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.